You're not a procrastinator. You have a habit of procrastinating. Big difference. Because if it's a habit, I can teach you to use science to break it.
Let's look at sports. I mean, doesn't LeBron just move a little different than every other athlete? Doesn't Tom Brady just move a little different than all the other quarterbacks? Go throughout the industry. Jay-Z, Beyonce, they just move a little different than everybody else. So if you want to be the top, if you want to get to the top, you got to move different. You got to move better. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. You might be in sales. If you want to be a sales shark, you got to move different. You might still be in school. You want to be a straight A student, you got to move and operate differently. You're a young, aspiring athlete in high school or college, trying to make it to the league, trying to make it to the top. You can. It's right in front of you. But you got to move different. You got to operate different. You got to operate better in your social circuits. You got to operate better in school, better in class, better in the sales meeting, better in front of the client. Why not? How do you move right now? I mean, let's be honest. How do you operate right now? And here's the truth. If you're operating the right way, you don't need to brag about yourself because others are going to brag about you.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality.
People who can't see it for themselves can't see it for you.
You have greatness within you. You are an uncommon breed. You have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself. If you want a thing bad enough, work day and night for it. Give up your time and your sleep for it. Sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it. Let go after that thing with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope and confidence, and stern pertinacity. I'm the one. No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. If life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up.
Never stop working on yourself. It is a daily process, a journey, not a destination. Everyone has a purpose, and that purpose is simply to be happy. It's what everyone is chasing. That guy that wants to be a millionaire, all he really wants is the happiness he thinks the money will bring. That girl that wants the perfect relationship, what she really wants is the happiness she believes it will bring. Everyone is chasing material things, but no one is making a commitment to just stop and make happiness a priority. Make it a priority to always be searching for the best in life. If this means eliminating bad habits, do it now.
You gotta build a better you. Why? Because your life is based on you being you. And you can't act like nobody else. So if you don't like the results you're getting, you gotta build a better you. So if you want more, we gotta get more features built in you. When you buy any kind of an appliance, the more features, the more expensive it is. If you want to be more valuable, you gotta have more features. Do you hear me? I need you to get your hard hat on and think like a builder and think like a general contractor. Why? Because we gotta get you under construction.
So let's talk a little bit about procrastination. See, I always thought procrastination had to do with the thing I was procrastinating around, right? Like that procrastination has something to do with work. Believe it or not, procrastination has nothing to do with your work. Procrastination is a form of stress relief. Let me explain this. So let's say that you've got some stuff going on in your life, and heck, who doesn't have stuff going on in your life? Maybe you're fighting with your significant other. Maybe mom's or dad's health is failing and it's really, really upsetting you. Maybe you've got some financial stuff. You put too much of your savings into Bitcoin, and now that that's crashed, you're stressed out about it, right? And so you go into work, and when you get into work, you got stuff to do. You kind of walk in and you got this big stress ball that subconsciously is hanging over your head. And so you walk in and you sit down and you know you got 13 phone calls you need to make. And you also know that you've been chickening out, you've been making easy calls, and there's a bunch of CIOs or other people that are higher level that you haven't been calling. And so as you sit down to do it, you got the stress on your shoulders, your brain it starts to go, wait a minute, well, you want me to make a call to somebody that I'm scared to make? Absolutely not. I'm so stressed out about, can we just watch some cat videos for a minute? And next thing you know, an hour's gone by. And then, of course, what do? You beat yourself up. So the only way that you can break this habit, and that's an important word for you to hear, you're not a procrastinator. You have a habit of procrastinating. Big difference. Because if it's a habit, I can teach you to use science to break it. You see, all habits have three parts. There's a trigger, and in the case of procrastination, the trigger's always stress. Then there's a pattern you repeat, and in the case of procrastination, it is to avoid doing something. And then there's a reward. You get a little stress relief. The only way to break a habit, you guys, is not to deal with the triggers. You're never gonna get rid of the stress in your life, but you can 100% change your pattern of avoiding work. So next time that you're in a situation where you feel yourself hesitate, you spent way too much time checking out the highlights from last night's scores, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go, oh, I must be stressed out about something. Acknowledge the stress. Then go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to count to yourself because I want you to interrupt the habit that's stored here, and I want you to awaken your prefrontal cortex. Then I want you to just work, just for 5 minutes. The reason why I want you to only work for 5 minutes is because your problem isn't working. It's the habit of avoiding. I just need you to start. And here's the other cool thing. We know based on research that if we can get you to start, 80% of you are going to keep going. Or where you feel yourself starting to procrastinate, you go, look, I know I really screwed up. I know I'm in a mess financially. I forgive myself. I'm just going to do the best that I can. So you have to address the thing that's underneath it. So that self-awareness of knowing, oh my God, here's that stress again about finances screwing me over and preventing me from doing the small things that will actually fix my finances. Second thing that you're going to do, procrastination's a habit, right? You get triggered by stress. The habit is to procrastinate. So when you get triggered by stress, your new habit is, oh, there's my stress again. I'm going to actually tell myself, okay, you've done the best you can. It's okay. We're going to do a little bit today. You're going to create what we call a starting ritual. A starting ritual is something that pushes you to start. The best one on the planet, a 5-second. So you've said, okay, there's my stress again. I forgive myself. Now we're going to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to only work for 5 minutes. That's it, 5 minutes. Make phone calls for 5 minutes. Here's what we know based on the research. 80% of you will keep going. The trick is starting. You see, I want to break the connection between the trigger, which is stress, and the response, which is procrastination. And whenever you feel stressed, which is normal, you have a choice. Here's that gap. In 5 seconds flat, the habit of procrastinating and beating yourself up will take over. Or you can close the gap, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can make a different choice. I'm just going to get started. I'm just going to be okay with where I'm at, and I'm just going to get started. Got it?